According to the cloud,
Start the stream and
starting the stream,
and then spotlight.
and he should be spotlighted. He's spotlighted. All right, everybody, if you just raise your hand, I will call on you. We'll get all our questions going for Terrence.
Yeah,
First one is going to be John Denton, OrlandoMagic.com.
Hey, what's up, T? What's up, T?
What's going on? Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Good start, everybody.
Good question.
Great job.
Yeah.
All right, here we
Good
go.
question, wasn't it? T, what's it like to be back? You guys did some contact today. Where is the group mentally and physically as far as, you know, first practice, second practice in 4 months, I guess?
I mean, personally, I think we look good. We're in a lot more condition than I thought we'd be. Even today, it was like the first day we started going live in contact. A lot of guys are getting the rhythm back, including me. Like, you know, people are starting to get the rhythm, shooting the ball fairly well, and it's only day 2. So, you know, as long as we stay, you know, with what we're doing, I think we're gonna be fine.
Okay, next is Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Josh.
Go ahead, Josh.
What? Yeah, Terrence, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what has life been like in the bubble so far, especially after you all emerged from quarantine?
I mean, it's like, for me, it's mixed emotions. I love to be playing ball. I love to be back on the court, regardless if it's just walk through, shooting around, playing live or whatever. So it's fun being back and seeing the guys. It sucks that, you know, I can't really, it's not, I'm not all the way comfortable, you know, with being in the room all the time. And I think being away from the family, the wife and the kids, is just trying to get used to it. I mean, I don't know, it's still an adjustment period for everybody. So I think everybody's just trying to bring, you know, as much stuff with them to make them feel as home as possible. And I mean, right now it's just it's a transition period.
Christian Brewery, WFTV Channel 9.
Terrence, you said you're bringing stuff with you to make yourself feel at home. I saw Marc Gasol brought an espresso to make sure he has good coffee. You know, what are some of the things that maybe you brought with you?
Man, I brought a lot. I brought my, of course, I brought my PlayStation, my streaming cameras. I brought three laptops for my podcast. I'm trying to set up and get running out here. What else? I brought a gaming chair that I need for all of that because these hotel chairs are terrible. And a ton of snacks. My wife dropped off some wine and some cookies and some snacks for me yesterday. So I don't know. I think, you know, as time goes on, I live so close to, you know, where we are now. I think I'll probably bring a little more stuff out, you know, as time goes on. But I don't know. It's a lot of stuff at the moment.
Jamie Say, Channel 6.
Hey, Terrence, I know you've only been there for a short time. I'm just wondering, have you seen other teams in your hotel? Like, have you had any interaction with other guys from the NBA since you've been here, or what's that been like?
Have you seen anybody around? No, we haven't seen anybody. I think they're different buildings, on the same campus as us, a couple other teams, but I haven't seen any other players yet. I think everybody's doing the quarantine right now, so I think in the next few days, everybody start coming out of the rooms.
Let's go Eric Wilson.
Hey, Terrence. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. So listen, yesterday we asked Vooch what he was wearing on the back of his jersey, and he said equality. So I just wanted to know, what will you be putting on the back of yours?
I'm not sure yet. I saw Dame change his to how many more, which was something that stuck out to me. I think if I had to choose, I think it would be that one right now, but I'm still deciding.
Okay, any other questions for Terrence? John Denton, OrlandoMagic.com.
Terrence, you guys were playing your best basketball of the season when the stoppage hit. You won 3 in a row. Everybody's playing well. The bench is playing well. The starters playing well. How do you get back to that level? Can you get that back, after a 4-month layoff?
I'm sure. It doesn't come easy. You're going to have to work at it, and it's something that it doesn't happen overnight. So we got to take the same little baby steps that we took, 4, 5, 6 months ago, and we kind of have to build it now to get to where we want to be a little later. But I think everybody has the right mindset. And the biggest thing right now is the mindset and staying positive and just fighting through adversity. This is all different for all of us, but you know, this is a great opportunity, and we gotta make the most of it. So I think right now we're all in a good place. We're all working hard. We're all, you know, doing our grind. So we'll see.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Terrence, you mentioned your podcast. What prompted you to create a podcast, and what has been the most fun part about it so far?
Wait, what was the last part?
And what has been the most enjoyable part of it so far?
I mean, it's really my friend, one of my best friends. He's actually the co-host too. He actually, I mean, we've been talking about it for months and months and months, and I'm always kind of been like, yeah, sure, whatever. But I think during the quarantine, it kind of gave us a lot of time to kind of, you know, plan things out in blueprint, you know, if we really want to do it or not. And, you know, it was just kind of a thing. It was an opportunity. And I felt like it was a good time to start, especially when I'm playing. I can kind of get a lot of momentum behind it. But it's fun. I mean, talking and learning how to do it, just learning the whole aspect of what it takes. That's fun. But at the same time, it's challenging. But I think the challenge itself is the most enjoyable part.
Okay, we have time for two more. We're going to go Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Hey, Terrence, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, just to follow up on what you said about your wife delivering some stuff to you, I guess, is that something that you can do a lot of? How does sort of that work? And will that kind of help you, you know, sort of, you know, get through this long stay out there whenever you know, maybe you can get some stuff brought out to you? How does that work?
Well, she has to drop it off to, they have a place where we drop off things and you can get things delivered. And what they have to, it goes, yeah, and they have to sanitize it, go through a whole bunch of stuff to clean it. So it takes a few days, but
okay.
I mean, it's not too bad. I know a lot of guys are getting stuff mailed in. There's a ton of Amazon packages downstairs. So, I mean, it takes a little bit of time, but that's pretty much how we get things here.
Okay, and last one is for Christian Brewery, Channel 9.
Terrence, can you estimate how many times you've been tested since going back to start those voluntary workouts? And does it ever get normal or, you know, like that? Are you used to it yet?
I'm completely used to it. It's so funny. I love watching guys take the test, and they always cringe. Vooch is a big cringe guy. No matter how many times they they don't even put it that far up, but they just kind of like, you know, go up here with it. He just like squeezes his face every time, no matter how many times. It's not that bad, so I'm pretty much used to it. And I can't really estimate how many times I've got tested, but it's a bunch.
Terrence, thank you.
Cool.
Appreciate you. See you next time. Okay, guys, stand tight, and Steve Clifford should be here any second. Chris, I'm stopping the recording.